New Jersey coffee is juicy right now. Words. New Jersey coffee jug is streaming right now.
Good afternoon, everybody. NJ Coffee Junkie here, coming to you from the barn. I'm here back in the barn, and it's been a couple of days, and that's okay. Just life is gonna life. Um, we're here. I've got some cookies in my hot bar. I've got some tools. I've been hard at work, so come with me and let me give you a show of what I've been up to. So, what have I been up to? I am streaming, my dear. So, what have I been up to? So, since we last saw each other, I have been here. Let's see. Hi, Chris. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Lacerte. Hi, Johnny. Welcome, 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 one and all. Hi, Fern. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. So, I've been here, hard at work on my farm, trying to procure a lot of materials for my shop. So I've been restocking carrots and beetroot or beets or whatever, nature's candy, uh, and hay bales. Hi, Minecraft user. For the Hi, Elvin. Welcome. Come on in. For the shops, I was hoping to get a full shulker last night or over the last couple of days, but it's been a thing. It's been a whole thing. It's me. Hi Tommy. It's me. NJ. Coffee. Coffee junkie. I answer to all those things. I just don't answer late for dinner because I have no idea what we're gonna do for dinner later. Hey Vin, welcome. Yeah, I normally try to stream earlier on Sundays, but we actually got something new. We finally replaced the air conditioner in our game room. It it's one of our main rooms of the house. It is it's been unpleasantly hot, and we finally just, bit the bullet and got it replaced. And Manatee, bless him, as he walks past me, and I'm surprised I don't see a tongue stick out here or there. Um, he took it upon himself to replace it. Although right now I think he is looking for new villagers for his Animal Crossing village. Um, When will my Wi-Fi return from the war? I have no idea. I don't know what that means. Now I can be cool. Yes. Some of you already think I am, and I don't know why, but yes, we can be more comfortable. We can be more comfortable. Just it gets so unbearable in that room, and we really have to be careful because we have our games and stuff in there, and when you have paper and plastics and stuff, if it gets too hot, then everything warps, and that's a whole lot of no bueno. So you want to be mindful of that. You want to be careful of that. So so that's what you got to do. Chris says if I wanted the Diamond Hoe advancement, I should do it soon because the Nether update makes it 10% more annoying. True. Um, 10% more annoying, but I have no intention of making a netherite hoe because that seems like a waste of resources. So I'm content burning through this iron one here for now, and then getting back to the diamond one later, depending on how many more crops I want to, um, how many crops I want to grow. Uh, okay. Ultimum streaming. Oh, I should spell that, but that's fine. I should have warned them first. That's fine. Oh, thanks for the host, Elvin, as the ping comes in my ear. Yeah, I should have warned them I was gonna stream. I was on the fence, actually, about streaming. I really was. But, um, I actually don't remember the last day I streamed. Was it Friday? Or was it Thursday? Do any of you remember when my last stream was? 'Cause I don't. And I know that's terrible to say, but no, okay. I don't remember. As long as it wasn't a picket fence. Ah, yeah, true. True. Um, I don't remember the last time I streamed. I want to say it was Thursday, because I think I took Friday and yesterday. I know I took yesterday off. I didn't post it in the Discord because I hopped on pretty quick. I didn't give myself the option. If one of you wants to, you could for me. Because I have to turn Discord off when I stream because my computer can't handle it. That's right. It was an hour-long one on Thursday and a 3.5, almost 4-hour one on Wednesday night or something like that. That's right. I remember. Right now, I'm just planting more crops before I head over to the shopping district, and then I think I want to work on. Um, I want to work. It was Tuesday. Really? Was that long? Huh. Okay. Yeah, I want to work on. I want to work on the barn. I want to get the roof. I want to get the roof done. I think that's what I'm gonna work on. I think that's what I'm gonna work on today. But I want to get these crops in order first. I was working on this for about an hour or so yesterday. Um, I was just having a lot of difficulty the last couple of days. I've had headaches, and I was trying to. Um, I was invited to play some mini games as part of Wells Knight's Discord, and the mini games we were playing were fun. Um, but they were starting to give me a headache. And then I saw that Thomas had mini games up. He plays Minute Rush, which is a lot of fun. Um, but the way that Minute Rush works, it's very fast paced, and sometimes it could be a little bit too fast paced for me. And I started getting a migraine, so I had to stop. I got 2 games in, and I said, you know what, Thomas, I'm sorry, I need to bow out. Because just I had to stop what I was doing. And then yesterday, let's see, hold on. So Chris says he's looking at the VODs. Yeah, because my YouTube channel needs updating. I have to actually take time to do it, and I usually do that. I usually do that during the week, and I just haven't given myself the time. And I apologize for everyone who's waiting for those VODs to be uploaded. I do have to do that. So fast. Yeah, very fast. No, don't apologize. That's totally fine. Tommy says, I need to work on my escape room game, but I also should stock my shop. I should also work on my base, but I don't want to do any of that right now. Yeah, that was part of me yesterday. See, here's some real talk, peeps. Um, Sometimes I think all of us have moments or days where our brains are going to brain. And I mentioned this on Twitter a little bit. I mentioned this a little bit. Um, but I have my good days and I have my bad days. And yesterday was kind of in the middle. It wasn't a it wasn't entirely a good day per se, but it wasn't entirely a bad day either. Um, my brain decided to try to tell me that a couple of my friends were upset with me over something that was non-existent, and this is what I have to contend with the anxiety that I live with. If I use Fortune 3 on the carrots, I'll get more drops. That's okay, Tommy. I'm good for now. I'm trying to use up this iron pick. Um but sometimes brains are going to brain, and that's what was in my head yesterday. All because of a message that wasn't answered right away for whatever reason. And so I was trying to wrap my head around the fact that my brain was lying to me, because this person and I are very good, these people and I are very good friends, and we all have days where we can't get back to everything. Um because I feel like it, Tommy. Because I feel like it. It's like a scythe. And so it reminds me of this project I did in college. and I like it. It also makes a really cool sound. It's one of my favorite sounds in the game. That nice collection pop, you know? But yeah, so I was having one of those days, and I just needed time to get out of my head to where, I didn't even feel like streaming because I was going to stream yesterday. And I decided not to. And I looked at Manatee and I said, look, I was going to, but I'm just not feeling it right now. And he said, you know what? That's totally okay. You shouldn't if you don't feel up to it. And I said, you know what? Yeah. So I waited till today to see if I felt any better. And I did feel better. I mean, I'm still a little off, but not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Um, I'm just kind of, just chilling right now. But it's okay. When brain's brain, it's okay to say, hey, my brain is being a brain. And yes, I know that sounds like very silly, wonky English, but as long as you articulate how you're feeling and you're open about it, the group of people that, Tommy and a bunch of us are with, we can have those kind of conversations. We can be open with each other. Like my best friends growing up that I still talk to every day. We can have those kinds of conversations, and there's no judgment. There's no negativity. It's okay. Are you okay? What do you need? You know what I mean? So that's kind of where my head was of, okay, I'm really having this off day, and I just need reassurance that my brain is just being a brain and doing negative things. And they're like, "Yep, your mind is telling you things that aren't real." And it happens. It happens to all of us when we have those doubts or imposter syndrome or anything where, I don't know how to exactly put it, but um how you feel in those situations is completely valid. And how you feel, it's it's not okay that your mind can do that, but it's okay to be honest about it, and your friends are going to love and support you no matter what. They're going to be there for you, and they're going to be the ones who remind you that your brain is just it's not. See, I don't know how to articulate this in the best way. because I'm because it's something I deal with. Even though it's something I deal with, it's hard to articulate and put into words. Wordificating is hard, as Tango says. But it's okay to feel like that sometimes. And if your friends know you and they love you and they respect you and all that other stuff, they're going to make sure that you get through that wave when it hits like that. They're gonna make sure to be reassuring and stuff. Oh, am I being rated? Oh, okay, sure. Hi, Skizz. Hello, Skizz. How are you? Hi, Primrose. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hi. Hello. 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 Yeah, I popped out because I wanted to stream. Hi, everybody. Hello. Hi, Draconis. Welcome. Giggity. I love it. Hi. Welcome, Raiders. Come on in. Hi, everybody. Coffee is life. That it is. I actually don't have any right now. I just have water because I don't drink coffee after noon. Yeah, sorry for the ads, everybody. They'll pass really quick. Hi, Kajiro. Hi, Zapdos. Hi, everybody. Ooh, I love that mug emoji. That's great. JB Westy, hi. Spangler W77, hi. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for rating me, Skizz. You're the best. Welcome to, I don't know if a lot of you have, I'm actually choking on water. Hi, everybody. Thank you for all the follows. Hi. So I don't know if a lot of you have seen my avatar, but you always see me in Skizz's streams. I'm NJ Coffee Junkie. No, you're fine, Beth. You're just in time. I am coming to you from the Joe Hills 7 of Mine Patreon server. This is on the same seed as Hermitcraft Season 7, and this is my little farm. So here I am, and thank you again for all the follows, everybody. Coffee tea time. Oh, that means I have to go make coffee while I'm doing my intro. I should probably not be standing out here in the dark. That would be bad. Thanks for the host, Orca. I appreciate it. Hold on, let me run inside so I don't get creepered, because that would not be fun. We don't like creepers. I get blown up regularly. Thank you for all the follows. Okay, so Grandpa redeemed coffee tea time, and so I'm stepping away for a split second so that I can come over to my coffee maker in the kitchen, because my kitchen and my living room where I stream from are connected. And so I am going to very quickly make a cup of tea. Um, and I think tonight I'm going to make chamomile mango, because that's my new favorite besides Vermont ginger. I've had Vermont maple ginger. I've had that so often lately that I just can't, I really just can't have it anymore for a little bit, even though I have like 3 boxes of it in the house because it's that good. So I'm gonna just throw some water in my coffee maker. I would use a traditional kettle, and I can already hear some people screaming, "Why would you use a Keurig or whatever to make a cup of tea?" Because it's faster. So I have that brewing now. So Grandpa, thank you very, very much for redeeming that those channel points. My channel points are coffee beans, and you can see that I have some. I have the traditional list and I have the not traditional list. Um, as I lay in bed waiting for people to sleep, I think we're done with that. Again, thanks for the follows, everybody. You're all the best so much. So my tea is brewing. I won't microwave my tea. That's a no-no. This is my community wall. Basically, for everyone who redeems 7,500 coffee beans, they get a spot on this wall. Um, I am both a coffee and a teaist. I have tea at night so I can sleep. Um, So all these different people redeemed 7,500 channel points, and their names are on the wall. So we have everyone from Sixie, and we have Fern Runner over here. Pony! Hi, Pony! Welcome! I don't think you've ever made it to one of my streams. I'm so happy to see you. Awesome. And then someone paid to have my name up there, and then someone else gave points so that my husband Manatee Guide could be up here, and of course we're side by side, and Chris wanted a diamond hoe, so they got one. Um, okay, so Lacerte, for example, um, Lacerte redeemed it, so now we're gonna do she wants leather, so I need 2 leather, and I need sticks. Thank you everybody for all the follows. I can't keep up with all of you, but I thank you and appreciate each and every one of you. So let's see. I do have sticks. Yes, okay. So what I do is I make an item frame. Dragon says, I figured Joe would have the one person sleeps mod. Nope, because that is an extra step. He keeps it very simple. I do have an anvil up here. Okay, so you wanted the cowhide, so you get cowhide. Lacerte. Alright, so where am I going to put you? I will put you... I'm going to put you next to my hubs over here. So we have Lacerte. Boop. There you go. You're on the wall. Woohoo! Hi, Love to Design. Welcome to the stream. Oop, I'm floating for no reason. Awesome. Yeah, so this is my barn. Yeah, I saw Beth. You're totally fine. You're on time. His realms are simple. There's about 50 of us who play from time to time, so at most 10 of us are on here at once. There are 7 of us right now, including Cosmo, Tommy, and Doris, and Vin. Um, okay, Pony. Yeah, Tommy has dropped off all this cake and that box of goodies over there, and Cosmo, you might remember, and Doris, you might remember them from the big stream day that we did last week, where we streamed all day as we built our Nether Hub. Um, that reminds me, I need to. When you guys all came in, I was busy just replanting my crops, and we were going to take my shulkers because I have to go restock. I'm gonna grab these three. Actually, wait, can I move this in here? I can. Not. Okay. So this all is here. Primrose says, I remember Coffee Junkie from someone else's stream chat. It could be Impulse, it could be Tango, it could be Joe. Impulse, Tango, Joe, Wells Knight, Mrs. Wells Knight, Evil Notion, uh, Zed. Any of those? Skizz, yeah. I watch a lot of streams. my Both my husband and I do. We watch a lot of streams. We were actually watching Skizz's stream earlier. You were thinking Jonathan. I don't know who that is. Oh, maybe Cleo, because I was watching Cleo while I was working yesterday. Yeah, I dump all of my seeds in here that I don't need so I can get extra bone meal. Just as an FYI, for those of you who don't know, you don't get a lot of bone meal. Oh, Jonathan is a music streamer. No, I have no idea who that is. I know that I've hopped into other different streamers, but I don't think his, to be honest. I don't think his. So let's put that away, and we'll add that in there. Oh, not Run Dogs. No, I haven't been in his streams yet. And where did I put the... Okay. My tools are here. So I have Orange Pico, I have Pickermint, I have Teaspoon, and I have the name to be named Diamond Hoe. I might name it. I haven't decided yet. And these are all the shears from the sheep shearing incident. So let's see. We're going to take this box, and that box. And we're going to take a field trip to the shopping district because I can't wait to show that to all of you. How many of you have seen or been here for, yes, even more cake. How many of you have seen or been here during any of our server's streams, whether it's MView or Doris or Cosmo or mine? Have most of you not been here yet? Oh, yeah, okay, Mosul has. So this is our brand new Nether Hub. We're still in the process of constructing it. It's gigantic. Um, During stream day, I was manning all of these different furnaces, including this super smeltery furnace here, because someone needed to keep it going. Oh, this is new. Hold on. Kelp, coal, blaze. Okay, so looks like we're gonna have to work on filling these up then. I donated 12 stacks of coal ore. Hey, Chris. Yes. Yes, you've been here too. I donated 12 stacks of coal ore, and we burned through it because we were trying to get as much of this as possible. So we were smelting all the netherrack that people were scooping up and bringing back to us. And so yeah, I figured it out. Yeah. Um, so while people were digging out the tunnel and replacing everything with cobble or stone or whatever, I was basically running the smeltery, and they said I was a human redstone. I was a human redstone device. So I didn't mind doing that because I tried to do the construction part and I wasn't so good at it, so I couldn't. Yeah, I stuck with what I was good at to be helpful. Okay, so this is my kiosk. I sell a variety of different items on the server. Mostly I'm known for my tea leaves. So I sell bouches, and I call them tea leaves, because I sold coffee on the Joe Hills Thanks You Patreon server last time, which was on the season 6 seed, and that's all I did, besides glass and lava. So I decided to do something different, and now I sell bouches that are tea leaves. So it looks like we haven't had any new sales here, so let's come around this way. And I brought the farm that was from the previous seed to this one. So this is Mascot Farms. Mascot Farms comes from actual mascots that I built on that other server. And so I named it for them. They're actual little stuffed animal mascot. It's a cow and a lobster, and we take them around with us in our volunteer work. We work with college students, and they love mascots. So we have this little round mascot that we bring with us everywhere, and their names are Fudgy and Pinchy, and they're adorable. So I brought that to this server. So I have hay bales and carrots and beetroot. And so basically, what I wanted to do and what I was up to when you all popped in was just kind of trying to restock everything. So I have 2 things of beetroot because I sell it 3 stacks for a diamond. Let's actually do that properly. Okay, so that's that. And then for carrots, I also do 3 stacks. Yes, I sold lava. I still sell lava technically on the Joe Hills Thanks You, or as we nicknamed it, Legacy server. And that was a bucket for a diamond. And then, let's see. So this will go here, and that is perfect. And then, let's break that, because I need the other one. Yeah, I did sell lava. I had a lava lake. I have a lava lake underneath, I have a lava lake underneath my previous base, so I would just scoop the lava from there. Let's see, we need 32 of these. Perfect. Let's see, did we have any sales here? Not yet. That's okay. But we have enough to make this look really pretty, so that's fine. Yeah, I sold, so my store was called Spice Baby, and I sold lava buckets, and I also sold antacid, which was fire resist potion. Both the 3 minute, the 8 minute, I think it was the 8 minute version. Okay, so nothing. Oh, I do have another stack of carrots, but that's pointless. Okay, so that's not too bad. Alright, so that's step 1. Now I need to go over to... Do I have rockets? No, I don't have rockets. I should have grabbed some. I need to go find the bunny. There's the bunny. The bunny's my visual cue. We're going to take a trip over to my tea shop. And then I'm going to go grab the tea that I made for, that Grandpa had asked me to make. Oh, wait, hold on. What's this? Hodge Lodge. Oh, this must be the wood shop. Okay, so this is new. You are all seeing this with me for the first time. How cool is this? I love a nice, simple design. This is great. 1 diamond for a stack of nether wart. Diamond for a half stack of leather. Okay. We have vines, apples, sticks, charcoal, and then all the different woods. Fantastic. This is great. Ah, neat. Okay, I'm gonna have to come here a bit. Yeah, this is new. Beth says I'm doing a new puzzle right now. It's a red some I can't pronounce that word. Lesh? Leshway? Alright, wait. Why am I going this way? I need to go this way. Run! Run! There we go. Okay. So yeah, so we're over here. We're back here. This is new too. This right here. This is all new. So community enchanting is straight ahead. The southern seaport is this way. And Uwu, which is the nether portal back to the base over here. And so... Oh, I'm this way. Where am I going? It's hard. You don't know how to pronounce it either? I see. So this is my tea shop. I offer, I have to rename these. I need to bring an anvil. But spoons, sugar, and milk for tea on both sides. And then this is my tea shop. So we have peacock. Okay. Ah, Vin is talking about what Beth mentioned. Okay. Spruce up peppermint. So that seems to be okay. Green tea, which is jungle. And then we have white tea, which is birch. I need to come back in here and get some birch. Then achachai, which is, they're still here. Okay, good. And then English black tea, dark oak. So I need to stock dark oak and birch. Okay, noted. Hey, Sammy, welcome to the stream. Um, okay. They need me to sleep, so I'm just gonna stay here because I do not have to worry really about creepers. I've only seen maybe one or two on the Mushroom Island, and that's because we've had a couple of builds end up really, really close to the shore. So that's why I'm careful. Although if a creeper blows me up, I'll be amused. Not gonna lie. I'll actually be amused. Okay, I just went to grab my tea. Thank you, Grandpa, for that. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Alright. It is daytime. Good stuff. Okay. Now, I need to go restock birch. But yeah, this is my tea shop. And I have this set up for those who haven't seen it yet. It's supposed to be a tea bag, so you can see all the tea in there, and you can see that it's in the water somehow, and you can see that the water's starting to seep in. So it's sinking into the teacup, and it's apple cinnamon cookie flavored. So, and I did the bubble effect with soul sand, so it kind of looks like that the tea is that the water's turning that different color that the tea is supposed to turn as it sinks into the water, and as as you shake the tea bag, you see more of the tea come out. That's kind of the concept I had for this. So I need to make sure to do that. But today I think, because we've been going already for a half hour, good grief. Time flies, I swear. Um, I think we're going to take a field trip back over to the cabin because we really need to get working on the rest of the barn. We really need to get that done. There we go. Now we're cooking. So how's everybody doing? I was watching Skizz's stream for pretty much most of the time until I popped out because we had a phone call, and then I was like, you know what? I didn't want to like pop back in at the last minute and stuff. All right, I need to get my bearings here. I'm still trying to figure out where everything is. I am on the north end, so I'm this way, if I remember right. Beth says they're okay. Minecraft user says they're okay. And we actually have these signs here. These are our banners. Mine are brown and green, except for my tea shop, which is blue and yellow. And this is Sixie's over here. Sixie's our master cartographer and a couple of other things on the server. They're the ones who basically set all of this up for us to work on. So I freaking love them for it. They did such a great job. So my place is right over here, and this portal is going to end up being moved at some point. Hi, Key. Welcome to the stream. Elvin says they're okay, waiting for Twitch to update to show that I have all the requirements for affiliate. Oh, Elvin, that's awesome. Fingers crossed that you see that sooner than later. Sometimes it takes a little bit for it to show up, but if you hit all the benchmarks, you should be able to see that very, very soon. Mosel says we're good. Pony says I'm good. I'm in hella lurk mode. Well, lurk away. Lurk away as you build your diner in Animal Crossing. I was on this morning because it's Sunday and we both um, we both woke up early this morning so that we could go get our turnips. And so Manatee looks at me and he says, my turnip price is 106. And I went, ugh. So then I said, oh, well, my turnip price is 92. He says, open your gates! Open your gates! I'm coming by! And, you know, me being me, I opened my server gates to everybody, or I opened my island gates. And so it took me a couple of minutes to get all the money and put everything in storage and the whatnot, because it's just like, okay, you're coming over now. You're coming over. You're coming over. Hi my beauties. Okay, hold on. So I have a couple of named cows. That's Jerry right there. I have one named sheep and a couple of named cows. So that's Ben, because we can't have Jerry without Ben. And these were all named by you all in the chat. Abominable. That was a good one. That's one of my favorites. Let's see. There's Moo too. I will have one named Moo as soon as I remember to grab the name tag. Um, Anonymous. That was a good one. And I think there's definitely one more. Where is she? Come here, Moo. Where are you? Mosel says, "How could you have Jerry without Tom?" Because it's Ben and Jerry, not Tom and Jerry. Like the ice cream. Their mascot is a cow. Let's see. Where is this moo? Because I set up these higher ones so that way the cows wouldn't get out. Because they were starting to get out and I was very nervous about that. Okay, wait, there's Bust-a-Moo. That one someone had suggested it, and I named that one for Joe. Because of his Bust-a-Moo shop. Where is Deja Moo? I have a cow named Deja Moo, and I want to show her off to you, and I can't find her. If I have to go on another wild cow chase, I might... There's Jerry again. I might need to cull some of these so I can find her, because this is ridiculous. I'm now on... okay, there's Ben. Anonymous, okay. Deja Moo, there she is. Deja Moo. Hello. So, I was actually thinking about doing a channel point redemption. Do I need iron armor recipe? Yes, I could use that DIY. If I go on a cow chase, will I have a case of Deja Moo? That's a good one. That's a good one. I approve and enjoy that. That's amazing. Thank you, Elvin. That was a good laugh. That was a good shout right there. But yeah, I'm actually thinking of doing or adding a channel point redemption where you can name a cow or a sheep or a chicken if I could find them. Leash the cows up to I don't want to do that, Orca. I want them to roam free. Ish. I mean, I've cordoned off a large swath of land for them. Because I let them roam free originally. And in doing so, Ben and Jerry completely disappeared. We found Ben hundreds of blocks away, and Jerry was... Sixty found Jerry in the middle of the desert. And we just went, that's ridiculous. So they're in this huge pen just because if we let them wander free, they'll end up on the other side of the island. And my heart can't take that. I want my moo babies close to home. I really do. They have plenty of grass, and I feed them extra wheat every so often. I think I have some on me. But yeah, so that's basically a thing. All right, so let's empty our pockets a little bit. And do I have any oak in here? I have tons of oak logs. Let's take all these oak logs and maybe this fencing here. And we'll grab these two, because why not? And we'll grab this trapdoor. Because why not? And we're going to take a field trip up there. Now, I've already gone ahead. And yeah, that portal's coming out. I've already gone ahead and decided that that while the community wall is over here, all this other stuff that's in here is going to move. And this back wall over here, this is going to be where all the extra goods are sold. So, because I want this to be functional, but I don't want animals or anything inside. I don't want mobs in here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a stall or stand or something where people could come in, like visit my base, come in, and then buy whatever they want instead of having to go all the way out to Uwu if they're in my neck of the woods, which several of my server mates are relatively close by. Emily's right next door. We actually have a shared island. Let's see. We'll go. Oh, yeah, I should show you what happened in the basement because, see, look, Tommy left me cake. But he also went so far as to leave a lot of cake all over my basement. All over my basement, including on one of my not punned storage spaces. I'm really curious as to how the cake is floating. Now, mind you, this means the cake is not a lie. The cake is not a lie. But I'm going to have a lot of cake. I'm going to be eating a lot of cake. Thank you, Pony. The cake is alive. Yes, that it is. And I can see you grinning in chat, Tommy. I can see that. So, let's let no, why did I do that? That wasn't smart. All right, so we're going to come up here. And this is our roof. Oh, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Yeah, they even put cake on my roof. Well, this would be my roof. Instead, I'm going to make this into a kind of living quarters for myself. And it's very akin to what I did in the previous, on the previous world I've streamed from. For some reason with me and bases, I like to have a small flat or apartment kind of space and then use the remaining area to do something different. So this is no exception. So I think what I want to do for this is, because I want this to be a traditional barn, what I might have to do is figure out, and I might need scaffolding, which I don't have. Let me go grab some dirt. Ow. Let me go grab some dirt. Well, I'll check and see if I have scaffolding first, but I don't think I do. I'll grab a stack of dirt. That should be plenty. Alright, so let me grab some dirt here. I think a stack is sufficient. We'll use that as our scaffolding for now. And if I do have scaffolding, I'll laugh later as I find it. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Okay, Lily. I'm glad you're here. Enjoy the lurk. Alright. So, front of... This is the front. And so I think what I want to do is I want to make this... I want to make this an archway. Kind of like how barns are. So I think if I'm going to do that... And obviously there's going to be a little bit of changing around here and there. There's definitely going to be that. Because I probably will change things. No, change things here or there. Let's see. Alright. So I think what I can do is go one higher and then this and then this. Whoa. Poop. Okay, hold on. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So I think if I can do that, and you see how it's all kind of interconnected, kind of like it would be for a circle. Oops. Alright. Always shut your doors. That way nothing gets in. Let's try that again. Dragon says, meant to do that earlier. I really appreciate that. So, Mosel says, happy Monday. It's getting late here already. Skizz stole my evening. Well, I don't think he stole it from you per se, if you were there willingly. So, I think he gave you a pleasant evening. I think that's more or less what you wanted to say. I was really happy to see him stream. I was surprised, but I was very happy. I love being able to catch his streams. Um, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. He's part of the reason why I started playing Minecraft in the first place. And you're probably going, really? And I'm not kidding you. He really is the reason why I started. One of the reasons why I started playing. Um, Chris says the entire Twitch platform stole my evening. Well, right now the Twitch platform is liberating my evening, and my very understanding husband is in the office, um, loving the fact that I am doing something that makes me happy. He knows how happy streaming makes me, and he's totally chill with it. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go talk to our friend in the other room. I was like, okay, that's cool. Oh, well, that could have been bad. Alright, let's see. How's this looking so far? Huh. That's... That's... That's looking like a thing. Alright, Doris, I'm on my way. That's looking like a thing. Orca says, my partner's asleep. It's 1:30 a.m. Good grief, Orca. Get some rest. You don't have to stay up for me. Sheesh. Mosel says, I need to do some work later, folks. Well, later to you too, Mosel. I'm glad we got to chat through chats today and streams today. I'm really glad to see you. Zap says, good supportive husband, every spouse should be like that. That is very true. Not Me says it's 1:30 for me as well. Doris says it's 1:30. Good grief, everybody. Get some sleep. It's only 7:30 p.m. here. Night faulty. Alright, so this is not exactly what I was aiming for. Let me break this dirt and I'll tell you what I'm thinking of. I probably should have done a little bit more in terms of, see, look, this isn't looking right. I think I need to go out. Let's see, because if I want it to be about that high. See right there, where my crosshairs are? I want it to be that high. So I think it needs to come across. I think I made that part too high. I think I need to make it come across and then back down again. So I think I need to take this part out. Minecraft user, you and I are in the same time zone. So if I'm going to make it this high, I think this extra piece here and here have to come out. Yeah, because I'm not liking that one bit. Okay. And let's see. See, I was hoping to make it a lot more of a natural curve. And that's something I'm still getting the hang of. It kind of looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like Walk Like an Egyptian. Like the song from the 80s. I'm picturing Susanna Hoff's arms right now. And thanks again for all the follows, everybody. You're amazing, and I appreciate you. Yeah, that looks very much like Walk Like an Egyptian, not Old School Barn. Maybe let's see. Let's experiment with this a little bit. What if we did that and then took this out, right? Let's take this out. We'll break that. And then bring this one, we'll bring that one lower. And we could make that go all the way across. And we can fiddle with it a little bit. Let me see. Hold on. Before I fall off this platform here. Yeah, I think if we bring that block across, I think that'll be just fine. I think that'll work. And then we can fiddle with it later. Now watch, I'm going to fall off this building. You just wait. You just wait for it. I'm going to fall right off. Alright, and I also have to remember that these end rods are here. So let's see. If we're going to do this and have it be uniform. 1, 2, 3, 4. It wouldn't be one of my streams if I wasn't counting something, that's for sure. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chris says 12:30 here, so I'm gonna get some sleep. You get all the sleep you need, my friend. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a really awesome night. Alright. So we're gonna pull this across a little bit more. Yeah, one of the big differences between the way that Skizz streams and the way that I stream is that I'm very chill. 1, 2, 3, and then across. Okay. I'm very chill, and I haven't figured out the whole music thing yet because of, royalty free and all that stuff. So those are all things that I'm still trying to work on and figure out. So, eventually they'll be there. Yeah, he's also very chill. Um, but I'm just saying that's why you're not hearing. Ah, crud. That's gonna happen a lot, isn't it? All right, let's try again. I swear, I'm gonna have so many spoon moments I'll be able to refill my dish drawer. But I don't think that looks half bad. Obviously those top pieces have to come out, but let's see. Let's walk back here and take a look. Okay. It it could be better, but you know what? That works. I can tweak it. I can go on Pixel Generator and tweak it a little bit and make it better. But right now I think that's going to be just fine. I can figure out curvature later. Alright, so now that we have this in place, we need to bring this basically and just cut it all the way across. And I could probably go one higher, but I think this, being that I'm only this tall, I think having a nice big roof like this is going to be perfect. I do know that I'm going to need a lot more oak logs for this. And I do sometimes build in single blocks, as in I just use, just one type. But I do have some dark oak and I do have some other things. I just want to get the basic flow down, and then I'll be able to experiment a little more. I'll be able to experiment a little more and then go from there and really play with textures and styles and stuff. I'll show you the front door in just a second and illustrate what I mean by that. And obviously, of course, this here is going to be, that there is going to be changed. That's going to be fixed. Okay, so we have that. And then that's going to jut out like that. So I think what we could do is maybe this? And just have it be like that? And I'm just placing blocks at this point just to get the feel of what the roof is going to look like when we're done. And I can tweak this later if I want to. Okay, so we know it's going to be this high, and then we can just do that and just make it so that we can walk across. And I think what we'll do is I think we'll break this. That way, hold on, let me do this without falling to my doom. I think we'll do that. So that there's a little bit of the curvature. Ah, I didn't want to do that. See, that's what I mean. Playing with textures. Maybe I could do that. Maybe that isn't such a bad thing. But I also don't want this to be flat. I want this to have some sort of curvature. So perhaps maybe, perhaps maybe go one higher here and take this out, right? And nope. Okay. That's why I have cookies. Magic snack, magic snack. That's fine. Happens to the best of us. All right, so hold on. Let's take a walk back. All right. So we need to find a way to give some curvature to this roof without it with it not looking so boxy. I mean, the lower half is boxy right now, but I'm not exactly sure how to go about fixing it yet. Not exactly sure how to go about fixing it yet, but I think we're onto something with the roof. Beth says, speaking of cookie, eats cookie. Well, you know what? I'm going to... Well, that cake's gone. 1 down, 27 more to go. Let's see. Hold on, you know what? I'm not doing this right. I need rockets. 26. So you did put 27 cakes. Let's grab some rockets, because those will come in handy. Because of course you did. Alright, let's see. Okay, so if we're looking at this, we want to have some sort of basic curvature. So perhaps having stuff outlined here isn't the best idea. So maybe what we need to do is take this all out. Hold on, let me grab my dirt. Grab that. Beth says, can we all take a second to appreciate how great Thin Mints are? Yes. Yes, we can. Me? I'm partial to the s'mores cookies or trefoils. I would say tagalongs, but tagalongs are dangerous because I could eat an entire box in one sitting and not think twice, nor regret my life choices. My dad and I would always get at least 1 or 2 extra boxes of tagalongs when I was a kid when I sold them as a Girl Scout, because they would the first box was always gone day 1. Like the second we had it, boom, just boom, it would be gone. So I totally feel that. And Thin Mints are amazing. They were my mom's favorite. Um, they are also my husband's favorite. And when my friend said, "Oh, hey, by the way, my daughter has more Girl Scout cookies to sell. We have extras. Do you want any?" I said, "Oh, hey, she's selling more cookies. Do you want any?" He said no, because he had had enough cookies. Dang it! Yeah, if you haven't been to any of my streams before, I fall a lot when I'm building, which is usually why I offer to go and do other things for people that do not require me to fall on my butt or take damage. Orca says, just like Tango. That's true. Later, Minecraft user, thanks for coming. So I think what we can do is cut it off here and make it a little lower, but I think what we can do instead is really play with this. Like, leave this. Thank you for the follow, Hero Miner. And the Club Scout, and No Time 4200. And John Gate Who, and Count Jeth, and Song of Ruth, and Phantom Wolf, and Rust Never Sleeps, Candy Cane Nomad, Biaxaping, Linaire, Super Mage, Briggs Mech, DMB fan, and so on. Thank you all so very much. Alright, so I think what I might want to do is I might want to... Hold on, if we cut this out here, and we leave that there as kind of the joint, what we could do instead is we could put the row here, like completely take this row out. Let's do that. So we're going to take this row out, right? We're going to take this out because we don't need it to be that high. And we could plunk a close-up row in the back, but I think we can get this the way that I'm thinking, at least for now, because I'm going to run out of oak any second. And no, I'm not going to buy any. I have plenty of oak trees around me, and I have oak saplings coming out of my ears. So I can just plant trees and bone meal them to death. So we can do this first, have this be that, but then come out this way. And obviously I can switch this around however I like. And then close it up this way, where there's a little bit of curvature in the ceiling, which is kind of what I'm aiming for. And, you know, obviously I'm going to have to, you know, uh, curtail it a bit and play with it and kind of see what I can do to augment it a little. Um, like I said, pixel generator, if you're trying to do circles in Minecraft, and that's something I had to do for almost every build I built on the other server, the season 6 server, if you will, or the we nickname it Legacy, but apparently there's this really well-known SMP that Python just joined called Legacy, and I don't want people to get confused because that's not where we were. Um, but it's one of those. But that's what we call it because it's basically retired and the whitelist is closed. But for us, being on that server, I did so many projects that required circles between all of my coffee cups and my cafes and stuff like that and the mascots. Um, Pixel Generator really gave me a chance to figure out how to do that. So if you're still learning like I am, even though I've been playing for almost 2 years now, even though I've been playing for almost 2 years, um, I still use Pixel Generator so that I can do the math needed to build all this stuff. Because if I try to do it myself, it it kind of goes a little sideways. Like, for example, Elvin says circles are evil. They can be. They can be if your math is meh like mine is. Um, when I the last really big build I started before this, before we came over to the server, I built a nether roof cafe. That's what I had just finished before Skizz raided me last time, and I built it 96 blocks wide. I went through hundreds of stacks of concrete only to realize that my math was horrifically off and it needed to be 64 blocks wide. So now on that server, I have a full double chest of white concrete I don't know what to do with. I don't. Maybe I'll go back to that server and maybe I'll build something else with it. I don't know. But right now it's just sitting in a chest along with 3 double chests full of buttons. So, yeah. Elvin says, circles are not as evil as complex curves, and somehow I keep having projects that require them. Dragon says there are apps to help with circles and domes. Yeah, Pixel Generator is what I use. I've used it for basically everything. Um, Beth says what it is. That's true. Vin's saying I need to sleep. Okay, I'm going downstairs. Nom, nom. Gonna eat my cake first. I think the roof cake's gonna go next. I want to eat the cake in bed. I can't eat it in bed. Oh, if you're, by the way, if you're already not following me on Twitter, please feel free to do so. My handle is NJ Coffee Junkie, and I'm in the middle of uploading all of my um, Twitch replays to YouTube, so you can find my YouTube channel there. And then, if you're not familiar with who I am, that's me in a nutshell. A little bit of background about me and streaming and all that good stuff. And then we're gonna come back up here. Okay, looks like we've got a roof. Looks like it's coming together. Yeah, see, I wanted a little more curvature, but I think this right here is good for now, and we'll keep this here. I think that'll be all right. I'm going to definitely need more oak logs though, so we'll see. Let's break this and we'll move over. Excuse me. We'll pop this too. We don't need it right now. I will have to keep a lot of end rods or excuse me, or torches or something up here because creepers and other things will spawn on me and that will not be good. Elvin says, I used a generator to get a pattern for a conical-ish shape for my last build. How'd that go? Did it work out well? And Elvin says, I only mildly regret trying to build a thagomizer in Minecraft. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Because I have no idea. I don't think I've even heard the word before. Hence why I have trouble pronouncing it. Oh. Ow. Okay, yeah, that doesn't look half bad. I like I like the logs sticking out of it. And yeah, I need to fix this. I need to fix this. Orca says, is it bad that I can build a 128 diameter circle by heart? Nope. No, it is not. Another bite of cake. At the rate I'm going, there won't be any cake left before the end of this stream, that's for sure. Sheesh. It's the tail end of a stegosaur. Oh, okay. Oof. Really? You built that? Neat. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's go downstairs real quick. I'm gonna grab all the oak logs I can. Because if I can finish this roof, then we can start doing stuff to it. Let's see. Log me or leave me. Okay, so none of that. Let's grab some oak saplings. Looks like we're gonna have to go chop down some trees. Because I only have 14 left. Elvin says it comes from a Far Side comic and the scientists realized that they didn't have a term for it and decided to use it. Oh really? That's cool. Alice says, just followed on Twitter, just got Twitter. I've been against it, but I miss so much good Minecraft content without it. Well, I mean, depending on who you follow, you can really curtail or, you can customize. Well, with any social media, you can customize it however you see fit. I still have so many jungle trees out here. Sheesh. You know what? While I'm at it, I should probably grab one of the empty shulkers because I do need leaves. So let's go foresting for a little bit. Okay, that's not empty. That's mostly empty. Hi, Kai Supremes. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Yeah, come on, break. Come on. Oh, come on. The lag is awful. There we go. All right. Let's go. Let's go cut down some trees. I need more oak logs. And this is jungle, so I'm gonna avoid it for a little bit. Let's come over here. And we'll put the maple ginger box down here. We'll throw in all of our stuff in here for now. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's definitely a field trip today. Yeah, usually when I stream, I try to have some sort of idea as to what I want to do, and then that usually just goes by the wayside and I wing it. And I said, oh, I could farm and stuff, but I've done that the last couple of streams, even though it's super chill. And I really wanted to get a little bit more done on the barn because I want to start customizing it a little bit. I want to start experimenting with maybe maybe with different woods or different textures or something like that. I have some concrete powder, um, although it's light blue, so go figure. Thanks for the follow, Kai Supremes. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's still very wild to me. Oh, hi, Animate Barrel oh 06. Welcome. Good to see you. How you doing? Which tree was I cutting down? This one. Okay. It's still really wild to me that I'm even streaming in the first place, and I've mentioned this a bunch of times, and I'm still gonna mention it because it's still like I wrapping my head around it is, still is still a thing I'm attempting to do. Um, but just that, every single person who has been watching or whatever has been really super supportive, and I can't even say thanks enough for all of you for not just hanging out with me or coming in from a raid or whatever, but just all of it. And I haven't even been streaming a year. I'm hitting 7 months in a couple of days, and to have and see the kind of just the kind of camaraderie and everything else, it really warms my heart, and I love it. And you know what? I'm gonna go get some shears because shears are gonna be so much faster than this Silk Touch axe. They really are. Let me see if I can grab. Let's grab 4 pairs of shears for now, and we'll get the nearly broken ones too. Oh, thanks for the host. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate it. Beth says I'm really good at it. Well, I mean, to be fair, I kind of cheated a little. Um, I do have some radio experience, and I feel like I instinctively am taking up from that. I used to be a radio DJ for the college I went to, and so a lot of the skills, a lot of the skills that I had and I learned and I picked up from there, I kind of transferred over. Kai says, no problem, I just want you to get more viewers so they can see how cool your stream is. Oh, that's so sweet of you to say. Thank you. I really try. Why am I beating things with a grass block? I don't understand life right now. Never mind. There we go. Streamer brain. Yep, absolutely. This is why I will always prefer shears. And everyone says, "Oh, well, why don't you get mending and unbreaking on your shears?" A, because it's only 2 iron to craft them, and B, because it's not worth it because they break so fast. I mean, look at this. We've taken down only a tree and a half, and this thing's hurting already, so. Boop. And we will plant a tree in its place. And we'll take down this stump here. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to need a few stacks of oak. So, to be fair, I just want to make sure that my forest stays a forest by the time I'm done foresting it. And just... Whee! And I need the oak leaves anyway for my shop, so it helps. Oh no, kitty mama, that's not good. I could do that, Orca, but I don't want to. It just seems like a waste to me to enchant shears. It doesn't seem like it's. You okay? It just seems like a waste. I'd rather go through 10 pairs of shears and then ask my server mate if I could raid her iron farm. Then again, I try not to do that because she already lets me swim in her ocean for the kelp. So I can have it for my furnaces and stuff. I learned how to make a smoker last week. That was fun. I never made one of those before. Alright, so let's see. Not many people know that you can. Yeah, I know, and I actually do have Silk Touch on my axe, H-Ruck. It's just it's really slow. I want something that's super fast. Sammy says, I like enchanting mine because I repair every day anyway, and I hate not having shears when I need them. You know what? If that works for you, then that's what you stick with. For me, that doesn't work for me because I feel like I'd have to be in the lab. I'd have to be in the lab every day, and I'd rather just not do that because I would end up tying up space for somebody else, and I want to make sure everybody has access to that stuff. I do use mine more. When I actually have the time to do this, then yeah, I could easily go through a shulker full of shears and not think twice about it. I actually need more I need more dark oak saplings. I need to plant more dark oak, and I need to get my birch. Right now I'm focused on the oak, but if I see birch, I'm going to go after it too because I need the birch leaves. And a little cow wood in the barn can't hurt. I mean, it's a barn. Of course there are going to be cows. Maybe I'll do a little something with the cow wood that'll look like a cow by the time I'm done. Maybe I'll do that. That'll be good. Alright, so we're going to take down this tree too. Alright, so that looks like it's pretty much done. And then we'll hop up here. I giggle every single time just because it's such a satisfying sound. It actually invokes glee in my soul. There's just something about it that's very deeply satisfying. And I think it's just because of how fast it is, you know? And then, let's see, that was here, so we'll plant that there. And also, the saplings won't grow right away unless I bone meal them, so it's not too terrible. I can, you know, come through here and break down a lot of trees quickly. I mean, granted, I'm not going to be getting any saplings because I'm going through them so fast. But at the same time, I have over 2 stacks of saplings to go after what I brought with me, so it's not too bad. And I'm okay with that. And we'll plant the sapling there, and then... Again, satisfying. So I can only assume that most, if not all of you, are Minecraft players. I'd really like to know. Tell me a story. Um, what's the what's the thing that when people ask you, like myself right now, I'm gonna ask you, of all the things you've built, what is the one thing you're most proud of, or like the skill you learned that you're the most proud of? For me so far, um, one thing I'm really proud of is learning how to fly. And I think it's because I loved watching Scar and Joe and basically everyone on Hermitcraft and Skizz fly. And it made me it's being able to do that along that's something that they can do is really cool. Orca says redstone farming. Ah, I haven't learned redstone farming yet. I need to figure that out. Horse Queen says that they are playing Minecraft right now. Awesome. Oh yeah, please, by all means, if you want to like work on your builds and stuff while you're watching me, go for it. I do that all the time. Cause we have oddly enough, because I still have Skizz's stream up and he's hosting me, I have my stream up right now on my TV screen, which is really really weird to see. It's really weird to see it. But it's up there. It's up there. Um, that's better now. I can see the chat more. Beth says, I just made a villager breeder. Awesome. And Dragon says a castle that they built, the base was 75 by 90 and had angled walls. Oh, that's amazing. You know what? For those of you who don't already know, I have a Discord server. It's free to join as long as you're over 13, but if you want to show off, if you want to come join and you want to show me some of the stuff that you've been building, then please, by all means, feel free to join and post the pictures up because I'd love to see them. That would be great. Animate says, I've been trying to push myself to build more. My stuff is barely a step up above a dirt starter house, but it used to be worse than a starter house. So, progress? Okay, dude. Um, that is absolutely progress. If you saw what I was doing the first day or the second day this server started, let me tell you, it was a mess. I had this Joseph and the Technicolor Dreamcoat kind of house made out of 4 different materials that I could find around me. It was the ugliest thing on the planet, but as long as it kept me safe from creepers, I didn't care. Like, I was very nervous about starting this server with everyone, like starting from scratch and not having all the materials I was used to and everything. It's intimidating. And, doing a build like that is very intimidating, but I think at the end of the day, as long as, you keep at it and you keep practicing, you get better. Whether you realize it or not, you get better. I mean, for me right now, the fact that I'm still playing this almost an hour and a half in, and I'm not motion sick, that's huge, because the first couple of times I tried to play Minecraft, I got severely motion sick, and I wasn't sure if this was going to be for me or not, and I figured out a way to make it work. So yeah, as long as you're getting better, that's all that's, and not even that you're getting better, but that you're also having fun while getting better. Because at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying it, then that's not okay. But if you're enjoying it, then that's key. That's the most important thing. Dragon says that Grian has done some videos on hints on how to build better. I took those tips, ran with them, and I got a lot better. He did a tutorial on building circular staircases that I found fascinating, that I put to good use, actually, come to think of it. His tutorials are actually very, very helpful. Let's see if I can get some of these extra leaves before I have to make a run for it. Thankfully, I'm not that far from my base. I can just run through. Nom. Eat that last piece of cake. I figured the ones in the front and the back would go first. Hero says, I built a drowned farm. It had a tricky game mechanic. What was tricky about it? What was the tricky part? While Animate says his old tutorials are really good, like the one about the modern house. He focused on shapes and ideas, not just create a rectangle here. I do have to agree. I do have to agree that his videos like that are very helpful in trying to get you to think about things in a different way, like using blocks and using them in new and creative ways. I do have to give him credit for that. I haven't watched much of his Hermitcraft stuff this season because I've been watching other hermits, but I do have to say that he does have a good eye for that kind of stuff. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we've collected a bunch of different materials. I'm just gonna come around here and go back and wow, okay, this is just a random pile of leaves. Okay. Let's 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 get these leaves out of the way. Because I don't know where the actual tree is, which is peculiar. Ah, okay, the tree's here. I'm assuming that the zombie noises I'm hearing are underneath me, because there should not be any zombies in the daytime like this. Yeah, they're coming from right beneath me, so there must be an open mine or something under here. Dragon says there should be a build-off between him and B-dubs. Yeah, I that diorite castle B-dubs built last season was just outstanding. It really made you think a lot about why diorite is hated in the first place by Iskall. To be fair, one of my barrels in the basement is named Bane of Iskall 85-4, and that's my diorite box. Now, where did I put my shulker? Because I forgot where I put my shulker. I think it's back here somewhere. Garrus says, I found a zombie spawn once 3 blocks below the ground. Oof. Sheesh. That's not gonna make your day. Okay, gang, where did I put my shulker? 'Cause I misplaced it. What's up, Chicky? Alright, I don't remember being over here. It was more towards the back, maybe this way. The back of the building. We'll come down here and go back up. If I hadn't moved, it was the first tree. Yeah, yeah, I didn't take it with me, so it's over here somewhere. 'Cause there's the back of the building, right? Oh, wait. I went the wrong way. It's on the back of the house. It's the back of the barn, not the front. That was my bad. I went behind the barn. I remember now because I walked past the portal. Oops. Dragon says I've found spawners on ground level. Oof. Yeah, that's probably not good. Okay, so there's one of the trees we planted. So there it is. Okay, I remembered now. And so yeah, we did the right thing and we replanted all these trees. They're going to grow in their own due time. We're going to come up here and we're going to take this one with us. And I think that should maybe give us... I don't even have a stack, but I have stacks upon stacks of leaves. Because of course I do. Sheesh. Alright, we've been going now for almost an hour and a half, and this is my obligatory reminder that if you need a health and safety break, to go take one. Stretch your legs, grab some water or some tea. I'm gonna be here for a while yet. Alright, so where did we put that? We're gonna put one there. Let's see. Elvin says, I've had one that had a dirt block above it, and they need to fix their setup of 4 cave spider spawners. Ooh, jeez. Wow, that's got to be pretty cool to see. Dragon says it was kind of cool. It turned into the chum bucket from SpongeBob. Horse Queen says, how long do I think I'll stream for? I know that I am planning on streaming for at least another half hour. Because I do have work in the morning, so I can't stream for, 4 or 5 hours because I have to be up. Excuse me, I have to be up for like 9-ish. Because I have 3 assignments that are waiting for me to proof. So I have to be really mindful about that. Also, when my husband says, hey, we should probably have dinner soon, that's an indicator that I haven't eaten much today, and I should probably, fix that. You know what I mean? Because one of the things about streaming that I find to be kind of dangerous is that it's very easy for me, especially when I'm really enjoying myself like I am right now. It's very easy to lose track of time and to not do the health and safety things that a responsible person would do. And so for my own benefit, I actually kind of keep my husband around as a human timer of, okay, hey, by the way, you've been streaming for, 2.5, 3 hours. Maybe you might want to stretch your legs. Maybe you might want to grab some food. Maybe you might want to, get some sleep. And he's been really good like that. He keeps me in check. And he makes sure that I don't go overboard. Although there are some times where, I leave him to his own devices and then I don't see him for 4 or 5 hours, and I just look at him and I'm like, okay, I can't stand up because I haven't really moved much. I'm surprised you didn't come get me. He goes, well, you were having fun and I was doing my own thing, and it happens. So I think we both have to keep an eye on each other sometimes. But hey, that's love. What are you gonna do? Alright, I ran out of shears. And we took the box with us. Key says, time flies when you're hanging out after work with your favorite chat. That's absolutely right. Absolutely right. Second that wholeheartedly. Absolutely right. I love hanging out with you guys. I really do. Um, I tell my best friends, right? My best friends are not streamers. Um, they do not understand what streaming is. They barely know what Minecraft is, and they only know what Minecraft is because their kids play Minecraft. And I talk to them all the time about my streaming, and I talk to them about, and I tell them about all of you and stuff like that. And I explain to them how fun it is to, hang out with you all. And they just look at me and they say, you know what, NJ, you do you. I can't get in the bed and have my cake, so I need to eat it like this. That's fine. They're like, yeah, you do you, and we get it and we support you. I mean, we don't understand it, but we understand you and we support you. And so, yeah, they're kind of on board with it, even though they don't understand it. And it's the most adorable thing. It really is. Let's see if I can reclaim those dirt blocks. So we can come back up here then, maybe finish this up, and then see what we want to do after that. So I was hoping to do something that had a little bit more of an archway, and I think what might have to happen is, in order to keep this archway, I think what I might have to do is come over here and, put out a couple of... Nope! Poop. Happens. It's fine. It's fine. Let's try this again. Shift key is there for a reason, NJ. Shift key is there for a reason. Can I get a little love in the chat for my double-jointed pinky that is not locking on me right now? Yeah, shift is tough for me because my fingers are double jointed. My thumb's not, but my fingers are double jointed. So I have to be really careful or else the joints lock. And it doesn't hurt necessarily, it really doesn't, but it's one of those things where if I'm trying to do something and my pinky's locked, I can't do anything with it. It won't let me press the keys or anything because it's just like, no, I'm in this position and you're just gonna have to deal with it. And I'm just like, oh, why can't you cooperate, Pinky? Just come on. Come on, for me, please. Okay, so yeah, I think that's gonna work for now. Alright, so, and we can come back out here. Oh, welcome back, Raven. Okay, so we're gonna, not with the dirt block, NJ, not with the dirt block. Doing the log hokey pokey here. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, Pinky, stop, is we're gonna come back up here, and we're gonna try and see if we can get, I want to see if I can get up to, poop. Okay, do I have anything I can use? No. I can't use anything to get up there. Poop. Okay, I need more dirt. Where did all the dirt that I had with me go? Did I leave it in the box? And where did I put the box? Where did I leave my shulker again? Oh, I left it outside. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. I could J-Steel, but I need the oak blocks. I need them. Key says you'll have to adapt Mumbo's technique of pressing shift with his thumb. Um, that, to me, I'm still trying to figure out how he does it, because we all legitimately took turns trying. Like, all of us in, when that came up in Joe's Discord, we all tried doing it, and we all just went, why? Why would he do that, you know? It just made no sense. It kind of was painful. He has secondary mouse buttons. I think so. I want to say he does, but I'm not sure. I don't know why he does it. It just makes no sense. Okay. So we know that that's 64, and we go one up this way, and then up like that. So one this way, and up like that. One like this way, and up like that. And then one like that. And no, I don't care if they're... I don't care if they're wrong. I just need them in the spot. Alright, so we have one more here, which we could probably get rid of if I remember right. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're just going to keep doing this for now. And I'm going to have to go get more oak logs. I already know it. Because I didn't get nearly enough. I might have to go buy some, although I don't want to. Alright, let me head... Yeah, see, that kind of doesn't look right. But we'll fix it. We'll fix it later. The key says, what about accessibility function that locks crouch when you tap shift instead of holding it? That could be a thing. Like right now my pinky's actually bothering me. Ow. It did not like being put to good use. Impulse Plus with the control inverted. Yeah, he does that because he used to play a lot of flying games or something like that, so it had the quote unquote backwards controls, if I remember right. Almost Yal says he must have huge hands. Mumbo is like what, 6'5", 6'8", something like that. So yeah, he's very tall. So I would assume that his hands are equivalent to that. So yeah. Ow. Dora says use the toggle shift function. Maybe. Learn something new every day. All right, so I'm in. So so tell me honestly, everybody, how is the roof of the barn looking to you? Is it kind of almost resembling a sort of barn? Is it starting to feel like a barn? Or do I have just a lot of work left to do? I mean, what I'm probably going to end up doing is taking out I might take out the floor after all, I don't know yet, and make a second loft, but I'm not sure. I feel like there should be something up there, maybe not the entire space, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that out. Dragon says, I used to play a lot of flying games on PC a long while back and just got used to the down is up and up is down controls. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the games I used to play like that were flying games and the whatnot, were all on the original Nintendo when I was a kid. Um, my dad and I would play 1942 a lot, which was a World War II game where you flew a plane and you had to take down enemy planes and stuff. We loved it. We loved playing that when I was a kid. Key says, gotta run bedtime for the littles and gaming with the biggest little. Have a really good night. Hugs to the littles for me. I hope they have sweet dreams. Alright, guys, come on. Bedtime, let's go. They're always always on me to be in bed, and now I'm in bed, and they're just like, oh, well, I don't know. Orca says, I'm used to a keyboard for driving. If I get a wheel, which you have, you can't drive. Oof. Big yikes there, Orca. Yeah, I picked up a Switch. I picked up a Switch for my birthday. And Manatee picked up all the like accoutrement that go with it, like the memory card and all this, like the case and everything for me. And Elvin says just finished filling out the affiliate form. Yes. While we wait, let's get some hype in chat for Elvin because that is a really big deal for a streamer. To even qualify for the Twitch affiliate program, you have to hit certain benchmarks, and they did that, and that's amazing. So please throw some hype up for Elvin. That's awesome. My fingers are crossed for you, my friend. Affiliate hype, yes. Horse Queen says, I have a barn so you can see what I'm trying to do. Oh, fantastic. You know, I might be asking you for tips because I want it to look good. One of the things about one of the things about Minecraft that um I really try to look towards um is or one of the things that I enjoy about Minecraft is that there's a way for you to wow, it's pouring out in the world. Um is that when you have an idea in your head, there's a way to recreate it in Minecraft that works. Um when I tried to recreate the mascots, I was floored by, even though it took me about a month to do it. This was last October. This was last like August, no, September, October, I think it was. I was really trying to, recreate that. And the fact that when I showed pictures of it to other people, they said, "Oh my gosh, wow, you really you got it." But at the same time, Minecraft allows us to take a thought or a way we want to interpret something that necessarily can't be built and put it into it into the world out there as an interpretation, like with my Persephone and Hades Nether portal room, like the little cavern by the cabin in the woods out that way, and being able to have an interpretation and be able to show something that's artistic and not necessarily a copied build per se. The flexibility of that, the flexibility of that is just it's I can't even describe it. It's why I love it so much. And when you have a creative outlet, I mean, for example, Elvin does cross stitching, and their cross stitching is some of the most beautiful I've seen. Um, it's gorgeous, and it's just so creative. And um, and there's another person who, and in fact, you know what? While we're sitting here, while I'm waiting for these people to sleep, I want you to do me a favor, and to, I want you to go do me a favor, and I want you to go give Elven Dragon a follow. They play Minecraft a lot, but do so many other things, and I don't get to catch their streams very often, but and thank you for the follow, Von Ninja. I don't get to catch their streams a lot, but when I do, it's always a lot of fun. So definitely check them out. There's another streamer, a variety streamer that is in Joe's Patreon with us. Her name is Blonde Theft Auto, and she does crocheting. Hi Yum, welcome to the stream. You're fine, dude. You're fine. We're just chilling. We're waiting for people to sleep. We're waiting for people to sleep. But yeah, so she does crocheting, and she's been crocheting all the hermits. So the latest picture she posted on Twitter was of Cub Fan with the convex mask, and it's so good. Um, So having all these different creative outlets right now has been just, it's been wonderful. Hume says, I'm waiting for people to sleep, but I just woke up. Well, hey, good morning. Good morning to you. You take your time. You take your time, Hume. I'm here. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream for, because I've been going for about an hour 45, and let me tell you, um, time goes so quickly that I still can't believe I've been sitting here for nearly 2 hours with you all. Like all of you here, you really make the time pass quickly because you're just so much fun to hang out with. You really are. Um, and I can't answer that question. I'm gonna see until I'm gonna probably go until I get tired or I get hungry. So whatever one of those things happens. Hero says, I just woke up, but it's 9:32 p.m. where I am. Oh wow, okay, so you're an hour ahead of me. Okay. Yeah, it's time is so strange. I mean, I'm in New Jersey, and so for me, the days are just kind of melding together. Like I was talking to my coworkers about it not too long ago, because we talk every day because we have to, for the kind of work that we do. And yeah, just the time flies, and we wake up and we start our day at 9, and then the next thing we know, it's 4:30. My coworkers are done for the day. I'm almost done for the day, and we kind of just scratch our heads and go, "Well, hey, look at that." I think I almost want to leave this area open just so I can come out. Maybe I'll put some fencing here so I don't, pull a spoon um and, fall to my doom. I should probably put some sort of fencing here. I think I grabbed some. I did not. I have some downstairs. But I mean, look at this beautiful field right here. I'm actually really proud of this. This looks great from up here. And you can, without even realizing it, it's all kind of, it's uniform. And I think I honestly think it's a planting palindrome because it starts and ends with beetroot and there's beetroot in the middle. And there's wheat and carrots in between. I was told that when you alternate crops and you don't plant wheat next to wheat and everything else, um, the crops grow faster. And I'm noticing that that's the case. I haven't really needed to use a lot of bone meal, even though I have been using a lot of bone meal. Let's be honest. Um, what I might want to do is, well, one, I think I'm gonna nail the landing. Good. I think I'm gonna grab the fencing here. Do I want spruce fencing? I might. I've used oak for basically everything because I wanted it to be indicative of the area that I'm in. Let's see. Okay, so the oak fencing is here. 19 should be plenty. I might leave it open in the middle. Orca says, yes, that way having a rabbit eating, destroying all your carrots is not happening as fast. That's true. We'll put this away for now. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll come back up here. Because I don't have any more oak. I'm gonna have to go get more oak. So that's a whole thing. Yeah, see, okay. Let me show this to you also. So I basically made this out of oak. I really like oak. I think it's really reflective of the area that I'm in, because I am in a forest biome surrounded by oak and birch. And I'm thinking that what I want to do is I might want to strip all the oak because I want this barn to look like it's been here for a while. And I got the inspiration from another server mate named Mal. She posted a picture of a barn that she has on her property at home where it was painted white but dilapidated and it looked a little worn down and it looked very uh, what's the phrase that they use? Shabby chic almost, where it has that distressed look a little bit. welcome back, Yum. So I'm thinking that maybe I should just go ahead, right, and strip all the oak here, but maybe do something like this. You see how it's it's pointed one way here and one way there? I think maybe what I want to do is kind of like mix up the direction of all the oak so that it looks really different and funky, but I'm not sure how it's going to look. I'm really not sure how it's going to look. Yum says don't strip the oak. I mean, I could leave the oak walls on the sides, but the front and the back I might want to strip. Can you repeat that, Orca? Yum says mix in spruce and dark oak. Well, I have dark oak and spruce, I believe that's spruce, up here. I have a mix up here in this area, and that's kind of why I have some of that set aside. I have some of that set aside. I do want to I do want to take out these oak planks. I might want to use dark oak on the floor. I think that might be better. So let me see. Let me go grab some dark oak planks. Let's do a little experiment because I wanted the oak for that, but part of me thinks that we could do something different. Where did I put it? Where's the dark oak planks? They should be in here, and they're not. Sammy says spruce planks might work better. Okay, so here's some dark oak planks. Let's grab those, right? Birch is going to be too light for what we want to do, but I'm going to grab the logs anyway, just for the heck of it, right? And I don't have any spruce planks here. Hi, Steve. Welcome to the stream. Um, any and all commands, you should be able to see them. I think I have them listed underneath where the stream is playing. Okay, what am I looking for? I'm looking for spruce. I have some downstairs. Let's go grab some spruce planks. Let's see. Orca says, oh, you reworded it. Okay, let me see. You're awake for 20-ish hours now. Typing is not your best thing. Strip the oak, mix in some other woods and planks. Yum says, nah, I mean logs. If I'm not wrong, they would have the same woody texture, so it would help the color of the walls. Um, oh, okay, yeah. I have all the basic commands, Yum. Let's see. We came down here for oak planks, birch planks, spruce planks. So let's grab some spruce, right? Jungle, you know what? What the heck? We'll grab some jungle too. Why not? And we'll grab, um, we'll grab some spruce logs too. What the heck? We're gonna experiment. Ah, thank you, Yum. So yeah, I'm participating in a program called Folding at Home. Folding at Home allows me to have my computer power used to help do research against COVID-19 and to help find ways to combat it. I also want to tell you, now that I think about it, before I do anything else, and I have you all here, hold on one second. I need to tell you something real quick. Okay, so a couple of things. First and foremost, next Saturday and Sunday, okay, next Saturday and Sunday, from midnight Saturday morning to midnight Monday morning, uh, I will be assisting with a 48-hour Uno stream. I'm part of a group that is calling themselves Draw for Charity, Draw for the number 4 charity, and we are collectively raising money for Child's Play. Um, Draw for Charity is the name of the Twitch channel, so SO Draw for Charity. So please join us there so that you can be part of the fundraising effort. We are trying to raise about $2,000 for Child's Play, which is a charity that provides video games for children in hospitals, women's shelters, etc. Hi, Em. Welcome to the stream. So that's one thing. So please give that a follow. I don't know if I'll be streaming myself from there, but I will be part of the group that is running the fundraiser. So please check that out. Also, that the next day, that Monday, and I'm posting the information in the chat there too. My good real life friend Kaylina, she's at Kaylina TV. Um, and she is raising money for a charity called Stack Up. It's a charity that helps veterans and civilians come together over video games, and she's trying to raise at least $500. We already know she said if she raises enough money, she's going to be in a T-Rex costume, and she'll be in that T-Rex costume no matter what. I will be moderating for her that day. I won't be on the stream, but I'll be moderating for her, so come hang out with me in chat. Kay's link is in um, the the bank command post that I just triggered. So please make sure to give her a follow and join us at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, as she works to raise money. If you are in Animal Crossing, if you play Animal Crossing on the Switch, she is doing giveaways of various hard to get items, including a fancy violin that I donated. So please consider checking that out as well. Johnny says, if I sent you a Twitch regulation coffee bean emoji, could you change the channel points logo? Yes. DM me, and we can talk about it. That's something we can talk about offline. Um, Love says, hey, I'm back. Sad I had to miss most of your stream, but you're here. That's fine. Almost Yala says, sounds wonderful. Wish I had extra funds. Well, if you're following me on Twitter, when you see stuff tweeted, just retweet it. That's just as good, and I thank you for it. Yum says, I have an idea. Use jungle logs in the floor. Place that so the top texture is on the side, and since it'll be a texture similar to oak planks, it'll add texture. You could use jungle planks too. If I watch Hermitcraft, Iskall changed the plans in Mumbo Starter House. It's noticeable, but just a bit. I do watch Hermitcraft. If I wasn't watching Hermitcraft, I probably wouldn't be here right now. But so yeah, let's get back to this. And I appreciate you listening to the pitch. I love and support each of my friends that are all part of this effort to raise money for good causes. And so anything I can do to help that is appreciated. Hume says, I forgot the Joe factor. More like the Joe Hills difference, but that's okay. So we're gonna play experiment, okay? So we have these things here, right? So we're gonna do spruce planks, and then we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna do that. Okay, so here's what we're looking at, right? Hey, hun. Here's what we're, Yum says, I don't watch Joe. I found you and recommended. Well, if you've never watched Joe before, that's how to find him. You can find him on YouTube. He also streams on Twitch. He streams on Twitch, Mixer, and other streams. So there's that. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. So Horse Queen says, thanks for that. I will be at all the streams. Awesome. Okay. So I just got the signal that um, dinner is going to be ready soon. So I am going to have to cut this a little short in a couple of minutes as we finish this up. So here's what we're looking at right now, okay? So these are the different textures. Alice says he's incredible. He is. He's such a nice dude, and I love hanging out with him. And I appreciate his friendship. I really do. So here's what we're looking at. So we have this is what we can do for the floor instead of oak planks and kind of, give it a little bit more life, right? And yes, I will finish the roof soon. So we have the birch logs, the spruce logs, the spruce planks, the dark oak planks, and we have jungle planks. Dragon Killer says Joe Hills for dog catcher. Darn right. If I could vote, he'd have mine. He strip one of the logs. Okay. All right, we'll do that. That's not a bad idea. Let's see. So if we do that, let's... Okay. So that gives us a few more options. So now we have stripped birch, stripped spruce. We have spruce planks, dark oak planks, jungle planks. I think the jungle planks aren't going to work. Yes, I know the portal's whooshing. Um, I'm not feeling the jungle planks. I think they're too pale. I don't think they're going to work. I don't think they're that much better than the oak planks. Um, I've always been keen on the birch logs, but I think if I'm going to use the birch logs, I would use those as kind of a carpet. I think I might make a cow carpet or a cow pattern in the floor. Yum says mix in the jungle here and there. Okay. Okay, that's something we could do. But what do you all think? What are you all thinking right now with this? Talk to me. Because I'm torn. Because I'm really liking the dark oak and the spruce. I'm real like the dark oak log turned on its side. Orca says maybe sprinkle in one or two of the sun side of the build as a bleached out log. And Beth says cow carpet would be amazing. Tommy says, what are my thoughts on on another prank? You can prank me as much as you want because I laugh every time you do. Because you're not malicious and you don't grief. Animate says, I have a thought, but I have to find the reference. Okay, well, when you find the reference, let me know. Um, so I kind of feel like we have to have a think about this a little bit. Birdie Boom. Jungle and stripped log, the darker one, not sure if it's spruce or dark oak. The stripped one is the dark oak. So, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a screenshot, right? Cuz I unfortunately I do have to get going. Because like I said, dinner's going to be ready soon and I should probably eat cuz it's almost 9 o'clock. Um Doris says, "Should I be scared about a Tommy boy?" It's Tommy. You don't have to be scared. So, give me a second here. I'm actually going to... What am I going to do? I am... Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Alright, so... Tommy Boy says, a volunteer. Oh dear. Tommy, you crazy lad. What are you up to? Um... Oh, hi, Keithan. Welcome to the stream. I'm just about to head out. So here's what I'm gonna have you guys do, okay? Because I said dinner is pretty much almost ready. So I saved a screenshot, and I'm gonna be posting that on my Twitter. And I really want some feedback, and I want your thoughts on it. Again, if you're not following me on Twitter, here's how you can do that. My handle is NJ Coffee Junkie. I do post all of my stream replays on YouTube. About 2 weeks behind. I'm working on that. I am just trying to find the time to actually upload them properly, but I'm going to do that this week. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Yum says, you're like coffee. You pick me up when I'm brew. Oh, that's really sweet and clever. Thank you. And finally, if you are at least 13 years or older, you can join my Discord. Um, please feel free to do so. Everyone posts stuff there. I will be posting that screenshot I took in there as well. I really would like some feedback about what you're help me figure out what I should make my barn. What I should do with my barn floor. Um, but with that, I'm going to send you guys off on a raid, and I really appreciate every single one of you right now. I really do. So I'm going to send you off to my friend that I mentioned before. Her name is Kaylina. She is doing her community night, which is she's doing Jackbox. So right now it looks like they're playing Trivia Murder Party 2. So I'm going to send you over her way, tell her that NJ's coffee raid is brewing, right? And have fun tonight. I'm going to try to stream tomorrow around 5:30 or 6, but until then, have a wonderful night. Remember to be excellent to yourselves and to each other. Take care. Have a really good night. Bye.